MVP Sports, I'm back with another one. Listen, we're gonna start doing this NFL story time. We're gonna do the NBA story time and the NFL story time. So today, for the first one, I got y'all the special. What was the most dominant running back stretch in NFL history? I know y'all saw those reels and y'all liked my reel video that I did on the most scariest NFL players, and some of y'all was saying, you know, I'm young and I need to go do my history, so I'm gonna do my history with y'all. How about that? You know, I'm gonna do my history with y'all, and so we're gonna be doing story time, NFL story time, and NBA story time. So let's see.
Ever wonder who had the most productive run in NFL history? Something to the tune of more than 6,500 yards and 61 touchdowns in an epic 3-year span? It wasn't Walter Payton, or Barry Sanders, or even LaDainian Tomlinson. The most productive stretch in league history belongs to some dude who rode the pine in Baltimore. Priest Holmes was an overachieving running back who had his moments with the Ravens, even eking across the 1,000-yard barrier in 1998. That was Ted Marchibroda's swan song in coaching, with an aging Jim Harbaugh taking snaps at quarterback. In came a new head coach, Brian Billick, who desired a bigger back and put in a new system. Next thing you know, Jamal Lewis was the workhorse, and the Ravens were in the Super Bowl, with Holmes as a backup. Then came this.
Off tackle, lead play. Holmes gets a block from Richardson in the backfield. 15, 10, 5, deep and right. Touchdown! Inside the 10 to the 5. He dives! Touchdown! Kansas City! Holmes is out on the races. Touchdown, Priest Holmes.
He's running as well as any back in the National Football League.
Touchdown, Kansas City!
Holmes was one uniquely motivated player. Overshadowed by Ricky Williams at the University of Texas, then relegated to third down back for younger legs and Lewis. Priest was going to change that if he could in the spring of 2001. He owned a Super Bowl ring, but wanted opportunity, the right team, to show what he could do with the football consistently in his hands. He took goal setting to a whole new level, listing 15 requirements of his new team, including a position coach who had to scratch and claw to make it in the league as a running back himself. Lo and behold, the Chiefs met 13 of his asks, even if they might not have been capable of paying him the most money. They also had the clincher in James Saxon, a former running back who had to hang on in the NFL as a free agent, just like the once undrafted Holmes. Holmes worked his tail off, becoming a good pass protector and reliable pass receiver. By week 3 of the 2001 season, the league took full notice of what an undrafted backup with a Kansas City-sized chip on his shoulder could do when Holmes put up 225 yards and 3 touchdowns on the Redskins.
Priest Holmes on the draw, 20, 15, 10. Priest Holmes splits defenders inside the 5. Touchdown!
Next thing you know, the best 3 seasons this side of Jimmy Brown were underway. Holmes racked up 1,555 rushing yards to lead the league, a brilliant first act in Arrowhead. If he was outstanding in 2001, he was unbelievable in 2002. Running behind a stellar offensive line, Holmes led the league with nearly 2,300 yards from scrimmage and 24 touchdowns in only 14 games. Then in 2003, he helped Kansas City get to the playoffs, setting a pretty sexy record along the way.
Look for Priest Holmes here. Here he goes. He's out. That is it. Touchdown. NFL record for Priest Holmes.
Like so much in pro football, Holmes' dominance over the rest of the league came to an end over the next 2 seasons. He led the NFL with 111 rushing yards per game in 2004, but was forced to miss half the season after getting injured, which unfortunately would become a familiar script with Holmes. The following season, injuries derailed him again, opening the way for Larry Johnson. Yet if you look at Holmes' run from 2001 to 2003, the numbers are mind-blowing. This came right as fantasy football was exploding, and Holmes was the guy everybody wanted. To give you an idea, compare Priest's window with the best 3-year stretch of Adrian Peterson's career, who is widely considered today's top running back. It's not close. Despite the fact this Canton-esque performance came after Y2K, people have already forgotten about Holmes. He tried to make a comeback from his injury-plagued 04-05 seasons, as well as missing all of 2006. By that time, perhaps the most underrated player ever was past it at 34 years old. But next time you and your buddies are talking about the best running backs to tote the rock, try not to fly past Priest's name.
Oh, yeah. I remember Priest Holmes. I didn't know he, had a running back stretch like that, but I remember Priest Holmes. Like I say, I didn't know he had a running back stretch like that. But I remember that time back then, those Chiefs, I think they went 8-0 one year, and then they finished off being 8-8. Like, they started off 8-0, and everything was looking good, and then they finished off 8-8. But yeah, I remember Priest Holmes. I just didn't know he had a stretch like that. So, hey, y'all stay tuned to the next story time. Hey, this MVP Sports JR signing off.